Welcome back, folks, to the Lone Gold Miner. We're back at Nugget Gully, but we have a different plan today. As I said before in the previous videos, I'm just getting ready here. Got my gloves and my water, my metal detector. I went as far as I could in the lower ravine, the gully area. You know, we picked up in the last 2 months, about 35 nuggets, about 3/4 of an ounce. Largest being, 7.2 grams. The smallest bits were, 0.10, tenth of a gram, and everything in between. Primarily a gram and under. Anyhow, we got to that section where the poison oak is, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go a little higher. We're going to go next to that tree where there's a bunch of rocks built up, and we're going to do a test hole for next few times we're up here. And we're going to see if we could get some yellow metal, that elusive metal that we're all searching for in one form or another. So anyhow, let me get back down there. I got my water, got my pick, and let's get to it. So as you see here, we got to the poison oak. I'm no longer going to continue here. I'm going to go over by that tree. We're going to go around, hike through, and punch a hole maybe 20 feet from this spot and see what we get over there. And then if we get something, we'll work our way this way. Otherwise, we're going to go up the ravine and hope the nuggets get bigger and the bedrock gets, bedrock's more, let's put it this way. The bedrock has more crevices and stuff like that where nuggets could get held up. I did have some really good nuggets pulled out of near that tree. So let's see if there's some more. All right, let me get set up and hike over there. All right, let's get through here. Hopefully we don't get any poison oak or rattlesnakes. All right. So anyhow, here we are. This is a bit further up the ravine. And so here's this live oak right here. And I have found gold here in the last, previous 4 years all along this ravine. But I was basically scanning the top. And I mean, there's just so much terrain here, and you can only go so far deep, and I never really dug down closer to bedrock. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up this way, and there's a little shade right here, and we're going to set up camp right here. And as you see over there, that's where we dug, and we stopped just beyond that patch of poison oak. So it's really not that far, maybe 20 feet. So I'm hoping working that side right there, that little hillside. Years ago, I found some really nice pieces over here, just on the surface, scanning the surface in the fall when the brush was really low and beaten down. I did find square nails right up in there too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go right down the center, right over here, right in the center of the ravine where these rocks are. This hole right here, I'm just going to dig this area out, go down to bedrock, and we're going to scan along the way. And I'm also going to work maybe 6 feet above the center, go up the slope on that side, and let's see what we get. All right, folks, let me get my shovel, and I'm going to get some business as far as moving some material, and then we'll be right back. Look at this beautiful quartz. All these vugs. I don't know if you can see it, but let me get it out of the sun. Look at that. There's crystal structure in there. Look at that vug right there. This is where crystals grow, in little holes like that. Very highly iron mineralized magnesium, black magnesium. This is really nice quartz right here. Yeah. All right. Just wanted to show you that. It all starts with one toss of a rock. Got to start with the first one and just continue on. Clear a section. One thing I do like about this spot is this tree here. As you notice, there's a lot of shady spots right here, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's pretty nice compared to over there where it's all lit. And you notice all the poison oak, they just love the sun. Over here with a little bit of shade, there's less of it, but there's still some around me. The one thing I don't like is the fact that I'm kind of cooped up in this little section here. I really need to widen this up just in case the rattlesnakes come here. I mean, they tend to be camouflaged. I mean, you look at this, if you don't really see the pattern of a snake, you're not going to notice it. The next thing you know is it's going to be right at your ankles. So that's another thing to consider. All right, let me get my detector on and see if we got any signals right here. We'll do a quick tune and do a tune up. Takes about a minute, and then we'll ground balance it, and then the detector will be set to go. Here we go. Press the button, hold it down, pump it up and down a few centimeters. Set it down, do not release the button. Let it sniff the soil, the mineralization. And okay, here we go. Okay, we have our first target. It's right in the surface, so I don't expect it to be anything other than trash. See if the magnet will pick it up. It's a little bit under the soil. Let's check out, see what it is. Okay, I have it in the green scoop. Again, it's on the surface. Could be a bullet. Something in here. This can't be a nugget. No. No way. Let me give this thing a wash, folks. First target. No way. No way. First target. Ho, 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 ho! Yes! Oh gosh, guys, I hope this is a sign. First target. Oh man, right on the top. Here we go. Take a look at that. Gotta go higher up the ravine. All right, folks, let's, okay, I'm motivated. I'm gonna be like a groundhog. I'm gonna dig the heck out of this spot. All right, here we go. See you on the next target. Okay, we got a screamer here. It's a little loud. Let's check out, see what it is. Let's dig it up. All right, bits of metal right on the magnet. Excellent. Let's continue. We got trash. Here's a nice piece of quartz right here. The quartz, the white part, it's just almost like granulated sugar. Sugar quartz. This is the type of stuff you want to look out for. The sugar quartz with the mineralization on both sides. All right. I think we're doing good. All right, let's continue. Okay, we got a target. Very faint target right here. I'm going to dig it up and see what that is. It's a little deeper, so. Okay, let's dig that puppy up, see what it is. Okay, it's still there. All right, we're very close. All right, well, I found it. Some rust right here. Okay, that's iron trash. All right, let's continue. Got another signal. Let's dig it up. All right, it's out. It was right in there. And let's see what we get. Okay. Nothing. All right, it's in here. Nothing. Oh, I see it. It's one of those caps for pistols or rifles. It's a cap. It's a powder cap for black powder. Pretty cool. Sure sounded really good. I mean, it's made out of brass or copper, but that little thing had a little bit of powder in there. And it was unspent, obviously, because it wasn't hitting at the top. So the guy must have dropped it from his little can. But they put that on a little thing, and the hammer would drop on top of that, and it would set off the charge. All right, we'll keep that. Okay, got another target right here. Let's dig that puppy up, see what that is. All right, we got it out of the hole. It's right over, right there at my toe. Okay. Piece of metal. Yep. Iron. All right. Well, continue. That could have been anything. Could have been a nugget. All right. Forward motion. Okay, I got a target here. It's in this clog. And I think it was beside this rock right here. So I don't know. Yep, it's in here. I think it's in this half. Yes, it's in here. Okay. Not sure yet. Something really small. Did I drop it? Dang it, I dropped it. Okay, it's over here somewhere. Okay, I got it back in a scoop. I'm a little concerned because it's really small. Well, I'm not concerned. I just can't see it. I think I know what it is. I think it's that piece of wire. This piece right here. Now, wire tends to give you a really loud signal. So yeah, that's what it was. Tiny little piece of wire. All right, well, let's continue. You know, if you're getting something that small, you're not going to miss the gold. All right, dug a little bit more out of that bank. You can see right above it, there's a tailing pile in that poison oak and around that tree, and the tailing pile just continues that way on the left side. I'm looking at this now, down below where I've dug, there weren't too many tailing piles over there. It almost seems like there's a huge drop from here to that level. So over here, it seems to flatten out and going that way. So, well, we'll see. We'll have to spend some time right here digging this all the way down to bedrock and see what it looks like. Hey, at least we have that one target. It's almost time to get out of here. The closer we get to the bedrock, obviously, the better. Let's take a look and see if we got anything here. Right now, it's pretty quiet. Which is good, because if we get a target, the probability of it being gold is, I would say, 80% and above. But you saw that first target I got. that blew me just away. I thought it was a piece of trash. It was, first target was a piece of gold. That doesn't happen very often. It's usually, sometimes it's at the beginning, sometimes it's the very end. But we'll be back. Okay, I took this bank a little bit lower. I mean, we're getting to some really hard packed stuff, but we're still getting gravels, river gravels, and stuff like that. And got a nice signal right here. Oh, boy, sure sounds good. Okay, so you know how I said the deeper we go into the hard pack, the probability, at least in my opinion, is about 80% being gold. Now, this is it's about down a foot. It's pretty hard packed. I've been in this section here thinking it was gold, and I picked up a square nail. This could be the same thing, but it's going to be, let's just see what it is. All right, let's check it out. Oh, I think I just chucked it. I did. Remember when I said my last few videos, I said if you're going to chuck the material, don't chuck it too far. Because you could do this. You can end up chucking target. Okay, I don't know. All right, where's it at? I'm going to call it gold or lead. Nothing. All right, where is it? It's in here. It's supposed to be in there. Okay, we got it in here. Oh no, is it a sliver of metal? Thought I saw a sliver of metal in there. It is. No way. There it is. You saw it right there. A shiny piece. A sliver of metal. Right there. All right, folks. We're going to end it at the sliver of metal. Our last target, our first target was a piece of gold. We're going to keep continuing coming down here and digging. take it down to bedrock and see what happens. Yeah. So thanks for watching. And hope you all have a good evening, and see you on the next hunt. Oh, before we leave, let's do the wrap up. There's our big piece of metal, one of our first targets. Another piece of metal. A lot of trash in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then over here, we have that powder thingamajigger. I don't know what it's called, but I'll find out. And then there's that piece of wire right there. Right there. So, all right, that's it. And then we have our piece of gold. Let's find that gold. It's right in here. That was our first target. There it is. It's a beautiful piece of gold. Look at that. That's really nice. There we go. Hopefully, next few days we get more, and hopefully it gets bigger. But that's beautiful. I'm happy with it. All right, folks, like I said, have a great evening, good morning, or wherever you're at in this world. Make it a great day, and hope to see you on the next hunt. Hopefully, we'll find some more gold. This is reality nugget hunting in Sierra foothills of California. It's summer here. It's hot, but it's dry. And all right, see you in the next hunt. Take care, folks. Bye.